Yo, what is going on, my hoon rats and hoonigans? This is RWD LoWkey, and this video we are going over a drift build for the Benefactor Schwartzer. Without further ado, let's get right into the setup. Starting off, we're going to be running 0% armor. We want none of the weight and all of the power. We don't want this car weighed down or getting any extra understeer that it already has. Looking at the brakes, we're going to go ahead and put on stock. Now, we run stock brakes just so when you apply the brake, your car's not coming to a complete halt and you get your car to slide out a little bit more than it would usually. Now, just in case you guys didn't know, the brakes in this game are biased to the front, so when you're locking up the brakes, you're just going to pull the front of the car, and we don't want that happening too much. Next up, the exposed intercooler. Now, the bumpers on this car are pretty important. Do not put a diffuser on this car. You can run stock, you can run Euro, but do not put a diffuser. As well as the rear, we're going to be running stock bumper there, and once again, do not put a diffuser. We're going to be running EMS4. Of course, we want that engine all the way up and want that engine putting out as much power as we can. Looking at the exhaust, we're going to be running an oval exhaust. You guys can run whatever exhaust you want as long as it's not stock, and that should be fine. Looking at that grill, we're just gonna run a stock grill. You guys can put the chrome grill on, but I just chose not to. It's not my style. Next, for the hood, do not run a carbon hood, guys. When you have the carbon hood, it gets this just weird, like, straight line. I can't even describe it. You can just test it yourself. I would suggest not to run a carbon hood. So we gotta put the roll cage, chassis upgrades, and the race seats into the Schwartzer. Now, this upgrade is pretty important. It'll help you get your transitions a little bit more snappy. Still not exactly sure what effect this has on the car. All I know is that I do prefer it when I do have a roll cage in my car. Looking at that carbon roof, we're just gonna put that on there because it looks, come on, carbon roofs, bruh. There's only like, what, 5, 10 cars, not even 10, why I say 10? There's barely any cars in this game that has carbon roofs. So of course we're gonna try and run it on this build right here. Looking at the skirts, guys, do not put any skirts on this car. It's almost like the car gets the most aggressive downforce coming from these freaking skirts, and it just wants to go straight. It doesn't want to get sideways at all. So you guys can test that out, like I say, but don't run any skirts on this car. Looking at that spoiler, we want none. We want it smoothened out. We don't need that downforce in the back. It's all good. We got enough power. And the almighty suspension, we're gonna be running lowered suspension on this car. We did a lot of testing with the suspension. It's very important that you guys are on lowered, and this will provide you with a good balance between oversteer and the understeer that this car has. So we're gonna be running the fully upgraded race transmission on here, nothing too special. Now here's where things get interesting. Run a non-turbo build. We're running a naturally aspirated Benefactor Schwartzer right here. So go ahead and try that, guys. I'm telling you, you'll like it a lot more. This car gets way too much wheel spin when you have a turbo on it, and a little bit harder to control. It's already one of the slidiest cars in the game, but that turbo just makes it a little bit too much. And looking at the tires, we got to run the chrome dash VIPs with the custom tire, guys. Come on, keep it up. You know, if you subscribe to the channel, you should already know. And if you haven't watched the video, I'll leave a link in the description to the best tires and why they are the best tires for GTA 5 drifting, the SUV dash VIP chrome with the custom tires. Now, moving on to the last and one of the most important upgrades we found lately is the tire smoke. We got to make another video on this, testing out the tire smoke, not testing out the tire smoke, but showing you guys, demonstrating, because some of you guys have such a hard time believing that upgrades would like make a difference. I don't know, guys, like, people are getting mad that upgrades are making a difference in my comment section. So I guess we'll make a video for you non-believers out there. I mean, guys, let's just be a little bit open-minded here, guys. It's not that serious. You know, upgrades can make a difference on the car the way they add it into the game. But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it too much. That's the build, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and click that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. You all know what to do. Everything is in the bottom of the video. How could I forget to mention, guys, you have to take off the bulletproof tires from your car. Don't run bulletproofs and slam this thing down with about 30 shots of an assault rifle. But that's it.
I'm out. Peace.